The most common application of should is offering advice or recommendations. When a friend looks tired, you simply tell them they should go to sleep, as the central node branches out. Advanced fluency requires using should for technical roles, framing formal demands, marking emotional reactions, and setting up highly unlikely conditional scenarios. Section A of our text identifies a specific category, verbs of urgency, like insist, demand, and recommend. To formally state what must happen after these verbs, should frames the action, as in the example, I insisted that he should apologize. This specific grammatical structure is used to communicate formal requirements. It establishes the foundation for the subjunctive mood, where the internal logic of the sentence begins to shift away from standard conversational rules. In modern English, the subjunctive mood allows speakers to completely omit the word should from these urgency clauses without changing the meaning. In the sentence, it's essential that everyone should be here. Removing should leaves the bare infinitive verb, be. This remains be, even though standard subject-verb agreement would typically require is. Exercise 34.1 demonstrates this transition. A doctor's suggestion, it would be a good idea to eat more fruit, becomes a formal recommendation. The doctor recommended that I should eat more fruit, or simply that I eat more fruit. Using the bare infinitive in this context is grammatically precise. It maintains a formal tone of the demand while avoiding the error of forcing standard tense agreement into a subjunctive clause. The verb suggest requires specific attention because it does not follow the same patterns as want or tell. Learners often mistakenly try to pair it with an infinitive to structure. Sentences like, "What do you suggest me to do?" are grammatically incorrect. Suggest must be followed by a clause, typically using should. What do you suggest we should do? We can identify this trap in exercise 34.2. Sentence 3, what do you suggest me to do? And sentence 5, I suggest you to read this book, both fail because they attempt to use the to infinitive where a full clause is required. Because suggest is a high-frequency verb in professional environments, using its correct structural framework is an immediate indicator of a speaker's syntactic accuracy. Section D shows should pairs with emotional adjectives. Words like strange, typical, or natural express a specific judgment. In Section E, should modifies conditional statements. Adding it to an if clause, if the situation should change, indicates the event is highly unlikely. This creates the opportunity for conditional inversion. Removing if and placing should at the start of the sentence triggers a formal condition. Despite the word order, this does not function as a question. To practice this, look at exercise 34.4, sentence 4. Rewrite the sentence, I don't want anyone to know where I'm going, using this inversion rule. Conditional inversion provides a specific degree of formality. It is a structure frequently found in legal contracts and high-stakes correspondence, where precision and a professional tone are required. The final usage is a shift in conversational tone. In Section F, I should functions as a polite, indirect way to say, if I were you, I would. Look at the response in exercise 34.5. When asked, shall I leave now? The reply, no, I should wait a bit, offers advice without the harshness of a direct command. It suggests a course of action through a personal reflection. This reference sheet summarizes the advanced applications of the lesson. We have the urgency clauses from Section A, emotional adjectives from Section D, and the conditional inversions from Section E. Finally, the fourth quadrant records the required syntax for the verb suggest. Understanding these four distinct applications moves your usage of should beyond simple advice. You now have a toolset to navigate formal demands, express nuanced emotion, and manage probability with native-level accuracy.